Holds on me if you need to shoot.
Yeah, I know. I need
They bought.
right now.
They might swing.
That entire listen-in, it went from 11 to 6 squads, and Sentinels, who were in a phenomenal spot with nobody even looking their way, are now down to 1 player. It was a never-ending defensive bombardment, and we even heard Sentinels saying that they got 4 kills off of their Gibby ult alone. I mean, that was pure insanity.
Would you rather have the Twitter clip for the content, or would you rather have the dub? That remains to be seen. I'm not quite sure what I would pick, but one thing for sure, NRG. Hey, I think that the predictions are looking pretty solid so far as they're locking down the roof of the diner building. I love that listening from Sentinels, though. You could hear the checklist in terms of the thought process and how all of these teams are going about the situation. They said, hey, let's not mess with this team. We don't really want to piss them off. That's exactly what happened. They pissed them off. They ended up getting pushed out. And now NRG going to take control of the entire map over here, just slowly picking the rest of the teams apart.
NRG doing a great job poking everyone that's around them, being aware of all of the surrounding teams. We also even saw Complexity down below, your fake second pick here, Tom, doing well for themselves on top of everything. We're down to 5 squads right now. It's all about the verticality and who's going to start using their bubbles first, who's going to drop down first. But as I say that, teams are starting to go down.
Prodigy Aces is flirting with death over here. The zone is creeping up. He needs to tell his teammate, hey, creep up a little bit more. This zone's closing in on us. Meanwhile, bubble comes down. It's going to be an opposite bubble from NRG. They're avoiding a majority of the fighting, trying to force these two teams coming into each other. A lot of times when you have that last bubble, you are going to survive, and that is exactly what happens. NRG takes game number 1 in style. A late rotation all the way over towards the back. They somehow get on over towards the diner building. They get the roof, they get control, and they take a huge dub.
Any damage that gets done here, Complexity are going to have to push. They've got around 5 or 6 seconds before the zone starts to move behind them, so don't be surprised to see a bubble go down, but the EMP is going to slow everybody down, and now the bubble is forced, and that's going to give the go sign to the other team. Oh my word! Shiny just putting up huge numbers in this bubble fight with the PK. Oh my Shiny! That's how you deal with a team in front of you, my word!
Look, Nuggy Butt takes one in the butt, and now Complexity are just pushing on, and they are going to show what they can do in this final circle, because not only have they found themselves in one of the prime position, but they've also got resources in those death boxes. Elsewhere, this is absolutely mad at the donut. Sentinels on top of it, and they've got 2 other teams below them.
Xenox with 4 kills to his name as well. The kill leader, the tether goes out, which is going to slow Complexity for just a few seconds. Also going to give them that information that Complexity are still there and trying to move up. And now there's an Astral up to the high ground, and Xenox is trying to command as much space as possible as Complexity are just trying to scrap for what they can on the floor. They've got armor swaps to work with, but this is a big moment here for Complexity, as now they have to fight on the high ground, and Sentinels are kings of the tower right now, looking down on all of the peasants.
I absolutely love this. This is what we wanted to see from an Ash, right? This is something that usually only a Pathfinder will be able to give you, maybe even an Octane. Wraith's not going to be able to get up there, but Sentinels could just watch all of this unfold, and then they could drop into that final fight. They should be guaranteed top 2 just by being sitting here.
Now they're just going to watch these bubbles go down. Our Complexity going to have to fight against Torrent before Sentinels have to get involved. Sentinels has to be careful here as the bubble goes down. They look to the skies just to check what's going on. There is a solo Valkyrie, I think, who's taken to the skies. As now the battle starts to open up below, and that's going to be the sign for Sentinels to drop. They managed to get one, and it's just going to be a case of cleaning up these knocks before they find that final player, who is up on height for now, so it's maybe not as easy as they thought. The circle will close eventually, though, and Estral Esports, it's a vain effort towards the end, but Sentinels will be the champions.
What's really exciting for Nock is he has his portal, so he could potentially portal down and get right back on over towards the high ground, and unless someone takes that portal by accident, that should be fairly safe. So I'd love to see what he's going to be able to do. The question is when does he use his Q? When does he go into the void to try to avoid the damage? Going to see a Valkyrie redeploy coming in over from the side. I believe that's going to be NRG. Sentinels, they've been, again, big chilling inside this building for a very long time. Nathan gets knocked. That could be in the air, and hello, he just drops right into the ground. That's going to be Sweet getting finished as well. 2 members of NRG, 3 members of NRG all get eliminated just from that one redeploy.
That was, they went for the aggressive play. They wanted to get the positioning when they could, but unfortunately Sentinels was not about to let that happen, and they make sure they cleared them out as quickly as possible. Sentinels really setting themselves up for a potential victory here. You see that some squads are down to 2 members. The defense and bombardments are coming out between all the teams fighting. I think we've got Premier, we've got possibly, I think I saw maybe Noble in there. There's so many teams that are fighting it out here, and Sentinels is on the outskirts. They can clean this up.
Keep in mind, Hill is the new addition to this squad. We've seen a variety of legends being utilized by him today. He's going to be playing on Valkyrie OXG. On the low ground, how are they going to get up over here? It could be a play from Kubski. Kubski and his team in the previous ALGS season had the highest average placement out of any other team. It was Team Flashpoint that they were on with an average placing of 5th place. They have not gotten that lucky so far, or that fortunate, excuse me, in the Pro League quite yet. Meanwhile, Knock, he's going to be placing that portal down like we were talking about. Hill is going to get a knock onto Farmer Lucas from the Noble squad, and Knock somehow picking up some kills along the way, picking up an armor swap. He could potentially do this, but I don't think the team is going to let him. Rakinishu flying around the corner and saying no, but at what cost? He's going to get knocked as well, and they are going to be finished as Hill is picking up some serious KP and some serious placement points for the team. But look at the high ground. Kubski puts them in a great position on the OXG side. Protectful takes a lot of damage. Sentinels, they've been playing patient, they've been playing methodical, and they're just going to waltz in there. They just literally walked in for free. That is Sentinels at their best in terms of playing patient. A very aggressive team, and they pulled the reins back, which isn't easy to do, Glitter.
5 squads left. Circle coming in. It's getting very tight here as well. But Estral Esports, they're going to be fighting from low to high, which is never fun. But other teams may engage before they do, so they should be able to get some free shots before they're spotted. There are a couple of teams that are already in the circle right now, though. They're going to be able to look in from out, and they'll be able to stop those teams from comfortably pushing in, as there are now knocks raining down through World's Edge.
Yes, the teams that have got to rotate out from Dome that were there earlier that are actually going to open things up for Estral Esports. But as I say that, Pow manages to pick up a couple of kills, but he will go down as he can't get the armor swap in time. And Ghost Gaming now call themselves King of the Hill. Scan comes in on that bubble. Hellstar in the hands here of Metro. Doesn't have a huge amount of ammo to work with. So a lot of damage might have to be done by 6 here with the Wingman. 86 shots, as well as the 8 in the chamber for him, and 3 squads remaining. Now they make their move. There's knocks coming in as well. But Estral Esports still surviving here, and the G7 Scout is doing so much work. It looks like Estral Esports will finally fall, though, as Ghost Gaming move in and pick up the pieces.
And now it's just inevitable. There's only one player remaining, just trying to hide, just trying to get a bat off. But Ghost Gaming from the top of the hill will become the champions, and it was easy as that. They just had to watch those kills unfold in front of them, and that was a tough final circle to play for those teams who were coming from the low ground.
All the teams looking at Sentinels trying to deal some damage. The real question is going to be, did he stick that? He did! What?
I'm
Holy
just
Arc
looking
Star
at that
coming
Arc
out,
Star.
Xenox.
Just looking at it in his hand, it looks a little bit stronger than other Arc Stars I've seen from the past. We're going to have to get that one looked at when it's all said and done, but I'd be terrified to push right now. You are absolutely screwed coming out of that door. There's Thermites there. There's Xenox already pre-scoping. He's tossing out Qs left and right. He almost lines up the 2-4 as well. The 2-for-1 not going to land as they force him out on over towards the other side. Meanwhile, Nox Gas Grenade is going to force Complexity to go and use their bubble. That's not good, because that's not going to come up for another 25 seconds. Fortunately for them, the defensive environments are going to be going down. Bubbles are going to be used over towards the other side. But now it's not looking good. It's Shiny. He's going to eat it. Monsoon should be next. It looks like it's all up to Reptar, and he's going to go for that redeploy. Gets dropped on over towards the side. That's going to be Stunny coming through and saying no. You have defensive bombardment in hand as well if you want to use that one if you're Oxy Ares. But it looks like they are just saving that one for the final fight over here as we have a fresh 3-on-3 offense.
Era used that side, the one little area in the doorway they had to get out, and they were able to clean up on Complexity there. 3 squads left. PremierGG is the 3rd squad here, and they look very, very healthy. They might be able to actually put some serious damages. Top-down view, we do see one of the bubbles coming out. Sentinels trying to make a push in on Premier. Who's gonna make the first push here?
Mobile respawn beacon being called so they can use a little bit more leverage in terms of having some head glitches. You can see all of the players trying to utilize the map to the full advantage. They're trying to force these two teams on over towards each other. And you can see the value of Crust with the scans, making sure that nobody else is making some sort of sneaky play. One shot in the Kraber, that's as cocky as it gets there, and he does connect, and it hits onto Stunny. That's what you love to see from Sentinels. Can they finish this off, though? It's not looking good. Xenox versus the world. Xenox with the PK. He's trying whatever he can. Dip, dodge, diving, portaling all over the place. Maybe he's forcing them outside the ring. You don't even know what's going on at this place. How does he, Premier, though, is going to take the win? That was just as hectic as it gets.
Sweet is still somewhere lurking, and there he is, somehow still alive, but he is the furthest point away from the circle. He's very much hovering on the edge right now, but we're down to 6. Every single time a team is knocked away now, it's 4 placement points secured for Sweet.
Oh, he jumps into the void, and even with Legacy MX coming up behind him, Sweet is still surviving for now. Keep your eyes on that kill feed to see if he is eliminated, but it doesn't look like at the moment anyone is focusing on him. So with 6 squads remaining, Sweet still doing some god work as the Rat. Another battery going to be popped for him. You have to wonder what the med situation is going to be like for him right now. Can't jump into the void for another 1 second. If he can survive, he might be able to do so. Can he hit the Q? Can he survive for now? Or is he just going to wait a few more seconds, trying to bait these two teams into fighting each other? And somehow, Sweet's still alive with 6 squads remaining, but it's looking like the end. 1 HP. NRG still surviving. How are you doing this, Sweet?
There's a defensive bombardment coming as well. Just needs to get this med off. There's Nox going down. If he can get top 5, this could be huge. He's even got a Phoenix kit as well. And look at these Nox. Estral Esports have lost 1. This could be massive for NRG. This could be the difference between 4th place and top 2.
And look at this, he's found a place away from the action as well. Oxygen now involved in a fight. We're going to see a top 4 finish now for NRG. That's massive, but Oxygen, I think they've located Sweet's location here. They're going to try and move up on him. Sweet's still alive for now, though. He's going to jump into the void once more. 3 squads remaining. This is magic coming in from Sweet. The problem for him is a lack of meds now. He's going to run late into zone. He might be able to get top 2 if he can get this knock as well, but finally he will fall to the Nox gas as we see Torrent come in, call themselves champion of our final game of the day. A great result for Torrent, but NRG fans rejoice because Sweet just pulled off a miracle.